Hey guys, mrmoney here, and in this video I'm revealing how crypto enthusiasts from all around the world are making thousands of dollars in profits with flash loans. So let's give it a try. In case you're not familiar with the term, the name should be pretty self-explanatory. So flash loans, we are literally gonna borrow a certain amount of money for a very brief period of time. And before we can do that, we need to understand some fundamental aspects here. And the first one of them is gonna be the concept of arbitrage. And just to make things crystal clear, the dropshipping model actually takes full advantage of price arbitrage. Here's what I mean. When it comes to dropshipping, people usually outsource their products from cheaper places such as AliExpress. What you could do when it comes to dropshipping is just search for a very cheap, undervalued product on AliExpress and then list it for a higher price on places like eBay or Amazon. And you just get to keep a profit. That way, whenever a customer makes a purchase through your listing, you're just gonna get your customer's cash, head over to AliExpress and purchase that item and then ship it straight over to your customer. The reason you are doing this whole thing is because you get to keep a profit. In other words, there is a price discrepancy between the price on AliExpress and the price on eBay. That is called arbitrage, right? And there's gonna be a very similar process when it comes to cryptocurrencies actually. For instance, the BNB coin, the Binance coin, can be listed for a certain price on Binance and for a different price on crypto.com. And most of the times, you're gonna see these small differences. In order to make things crystal clear, let's just exaggerate the prices a little bit. Let's say that you're able to purchase the Binance coin on Binance for $410 and then sell it on crypto.com for $420. That way, you get to keep a 10% profit for your purchase. If you move fast enough, and if you also take into account the fees, the withdrawal fees, and the deposit fees, which are gonna take away some of your profits, you can end up profitable eventually. What if instead of purchasing one BNB and selling it on crypto.com for a profit, we could purchase 100 BNB? That would cost us a lot of money, right? Money which we do not have. And that is where flash loans come into play. You're literally gonna borrow money, speculate on a certain price arbitrage that you've just discovered in the market, and then just return the amount of money that you have just borrowed. And just to make sure everything is crystal clear, let's actually take a look at exactly how this process is gonna work. Again, when it comes to taking advantage of price arbitrage, with the dropshipping model, you're literally just outsourcing your products. Let's say that you're able to find a $100 bargain on AliExpress, and you can list that same exact product for $120 on Amazon. People are just gonna see your listing on Amazon, right? And if they think that is a good price, they're gonna pay for it. When they do that, you can actually take your customer's cash, head back over to AliExpress and outsource your product. You're gonna pay $100 for the original one and then have AliExpress ship it to your customers. And that way you get to keep a solid $20 profit here. And guys, that is not insignificant. If we are talking about high volumes here and a lot of products, that can add up to something really significant. We are talking about spectacular profits. People are literally becoming millionaires implementing the dropshipping model correctly. But now we are not here to do dropshipping. We are here to take advantage of flash loans. So let me show you how it's done. Let's say that we've just got an opportunity using two different crypto exchanges, Binance and crypto.com. This is just a random example. It can be any two crypto exchanges out there. Again, for the sake of simplicity, I'm going to exaggerate the prices a little bit. Let's just say that we're able to purchase Ethereum on Binance for a price of $3,050, right? However, at the same time, we can sell it on crypto.com for a total price of $3,100. We also have to take into account the fees, which will occur whenever we make a deposit or a withdrawal. But if we do our math correctly, we can actually keep a solid profit of $50 or so. But what if we could do this 10 times or 100 times? What if we could buy 100 Ethereum instead of just one? Well, in practice, that would take an investment of $300,000. And chances are we don't have that cash, right? We are not millionaires. We're not gonna risk $300,000 just to take advantage of some crypto arbitrage and some opportunity we saw in the market. But in theory, if we could do this for 100 pieces, 100 Ethereum, that's actually going to result in a profit of $5,000. Just imagine that. You're literally getting $5,000 by taking advantage of a single opportunity you have identified. And that, guys, is where flash loans come into play. So let me show you. And so let's just say this right here is us. And we've just had a brilliant idea. We want to make use of Aave and take advantage of a flash loan. And here's how that works. We could literally borrow the amount we need from Aave. And that's going to be $300,000, right? And right away, we're just going to implement that idea of ours. And that is taking advantage of the crypto arbitrage opportunity, right? Using Binance and crypto.com. Just by doing that, we are literally keeping a $5,000 profit for ourselves. But that original $300,000 was not our cash, so we need to give it back. And so provided that we can give that back, we can repeat this process over and over again whenever we see a new opportunity in the market. And that is the beauty of flash loans. However, here's the drawback. There has to be one. The downside here is that you don't actually get to keep that $300,000 for a lifetime. You don't even have to keep it for an entire day. To be more precise, you only get to keep that amount for about 13 seconds, because that is the amount of time it typically takes for an Ethereum block to be validated, right? If you want to dive a little bit deeper, you can. There's a lot of documentation out there that you can check out. But basically, that is what we need to keep in mind. So Aave is literally gonna borrow you all of that cash, $300,000. You can do anything you want with that money in that period of time, provided you can give it back, but you only got 13 seconds at your disposal. So how can you do that? For a human being to actually do that in practice, it would be really far-fetched. This is not realistic. Even if you had 1 minute or 5 minutes or even 10 minutes, that would still be a very small amount of time, because you need to make a deposit, you then need to make a withdrawal, you need to do all of these transactions. It all takes time, and there's no way that you can do all of that stuff in 13 seconds. And so here's the solution to that problem. That's gonna be coding. You see, when it comes to flash loans, these kinds of transactions are never actually done by a real person. Instead, they're done by algorithms. In other words, this is a fully automated process, where an automated program, a robot, is gonna perform all of those different transactions in less than 13 seconds. They're gonna borrow the amount of money from Aave whenever they spot that opportunity on the market. They're just gonna deposit the money on Binance, then purchase that Ethereum, and then sell it on crypto.com. They're gonna cash out and then send the money back to Aave, all in under 13 seconds. And so it doesn't take a real human being to perform this action. In 100% of the cases, this is all done by a robot. And so guys, unfortunately, this is not necessarily a way that you can start making money right now after watching this video. It takes some really solid tech skills. It actually takes a little bit of time and documentation, because remember, you're talking about huge amounts of money here. But the bottom line here is that flash loans are a novel earning opportunity. 10 years ago, nobody would have even thought about borrowing millions of dollars and sending that back in less than a few seconds. And the fact that you can actually do that using some automated pieces of software is insane to me. And at the end of the day, the main takeaway here is that you're literally just noticing a price discrepancy in the market, you're taking advantage of that arbitrage, and you're stacking up some real profits. Now, of course, you could do this exact thing with your own cash. You could purchase BNB on Binance and then sell it on crypto.com for a higher price. But most of the times, these prices are continuously fluctuating, right? So chances are, before you manage to do all of the transactions, you don't even get to keep a profit unless you're really, really fast. That is precisely why these sort of transactions are usually done automatically without any human interaction. And so again, chances are you won't be able to start making money with flash loans right now, but this is a great earning opportunity. And so what I want you guys to do is just dive a little bit deeper. There is plenty of documentation all around the web, and you can access it for free. This is a great field of activity. I'm personally a huge crypto enthusiast, and I think there's a lot of money to be made. So I want you to take action, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.